All right, we're back, and in this segment, we're going to talk about Hendrick and Hendrick's model. What I like to do in class is play, some older songs that have the lyrics that play on the screen. I've set this up so that it shouldn't capture the sound. And if you're not familiar with Lone Stars, actually, what I'm going to do is just go ahead and mute it here. And so you can see the words as I'm singing. And you can kind of see as I'm talking about it how this illustrates Eros. Eros, apparently we get to see ads while we watch this. So Eros is Hendrick and Hendrick's romantic love. So see how touch conveys love and it blows him away. Right? That's the kind of passion that Hendrick and Hendrick are referring to. And then notice the intimacy. I've never been this close to anyone or anything. I can hear your thoughts. I can see your dreams. Right? This is very much a combination of, passion and then also intimacy, kind of to throw back to Sternberg's model. I don't know how you do what you do. I'm so in love with you. It just keeps getting better, right? This person is clearly romantically, passionately, intimately. He wants to spend the rest of his life. We're making a commitment now with you by my side forever and ever, right? So for Hendrick and Hendrick, this song would be the exact example of exactly what they're talking about. The idea that you have passion, you want to know everything about this person, you want to be with them all the time. That's romantic love, according to Hendrick and Hendrick. All right. How about mania, according to Hendrick and Hendrick? So on this one, we're watching The Police. And Every Breath You Take by The Police. It's romantic / kind of creepy because this is possessive love. So here we have Sting talking about how every breath you take, every move you make, every step you take, every bond you break, every step you take, I'll be watching you. Oh no, that's not creepy. That's not creepy at all. Every single day, every word you say. So, clearly he is obsessed. Every night you stay. Oh, so if you're out staying at somebody else's house, I'll be watching you, right? So mania, according to Hendrick and Hendrick, is the type of love that you feel when you want this person to basically be yours. Now, you could argue that in the Lone Star, I'm amazed by you. He also said, I want you to be mine. But this song, I don't just want you to be mine. I am going to watch you all the time, and I'm going to worry about you. And in fact, in mania, a lot of times the person will express physical symptoms if they think that their partner is not being faithful, or if their partner's just out with their friends. The manic lover will be like their stomach's upset. They'll start repeatedly calling because they're like, why haven't you called me? I thought you were going to touch bases at 8. And it's like, well, it's 8:02 and I told you I'm out with my friends. Whatever. The manic kind of love, this possessive kind of love is it's just really important for you to realize it's not like a healthy bonding of people. Instead, it's a person who has maybe really an insecure attachment, right? Where they don't trust that their partner is going to be where their partner says they're going to be, or that their partner cares about them at the level that their partner says they do. Like there's just that lack of basic trust in this manic person. And so oftentimes it'll manifest itself in clinginess, and it'll manifest itself in physical symptoms, or apparently watching you all the time. All right, how about agape? Now, Hendrick and Hendrick said that they did not have a single respondent who scored as agape. So it's important to think about agape love, this kind of selfless love, being the kind of love that we would express towards like our offspring or towards God, is what they said. Now, those of you who have heard this song by Whitney Houston might be surprised to learn it was actually a Dolly Parton song. and she was writing it about her musical partner that she was leaving behind and going to Nashville. So she says, it's going to be hard to leave you. I'll think about you each step of my way, and I will always love you, right? That I know that you helped me to get me where I am. And I mean, those are all the kinds of things that this kind of selfless love, I'll always love you no matter what. That's the kind of selfless love that we expect parents to express towards their children, or for people to say towards their God. We don't really expect people to say that towards a partner. The selfless, whatever you do, I will still love you. I will always love you, no matter what. I know a lot of times people will say, well, you want unconditional love from your romantic partner. Unconditional love from your partner is a good goal. They shouldn't judge you, and they shouldn't act like they will love you more if you change your hairstyle or something like that. But there should be limits on the love that a romantic partner has for us, right? Like if you cheat on them, or if you harm them, or if you are disloyal to them, or other things, they should invoke, some conditions, right? Like there are limits. Even parents probably have some limits on, what they would be able to still love their child through. I often wonder, did Jeffrey Dahmer's parents still love him after they found out about, he was a serial killer who ate his victims? Like, was there a limit in that parental love? But Hendrick and Hendrick said that they did not have a single respondent who scored in the agape category, but that they did find that parents scored in that category when they were thinking of their children. So that's probably the important thing to remember about agape. It's not just like mania is not a healthy kind of possessiveness, agape selflessness is not a healthy romantic perspective either. All right, how about pragma? It's defined as logical type of love. So I found this one that is an example of like kind of finding your romantic partner attractive because of logical reasons, right? So first off, I want you guys all appreciate it. I'm not trying to sing these songs. So I'm going to be gone today, but I'll be back all around the way. It seems like everywhere I go, the more I see, the less I know, right? But I know one thing, that I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, right? Like as I've gone around the world and seen all these other things, I've realized logically, now I'm wanting to come back. I've been a lot of places all around the way. I've seen a lot of joy. I've seen a lot of pain, but I don't want to write a love song for the world. I just want to write a song about a boy and a girl. Junkies on the corner always calling my name. We have to wait for him to catch up to my fast reading, and the kids on the corner playing ghetto games. When I saw you getting down, well, I hoped it was you. And when I looked into your eyes, I knew it was true. Like he's been all around, he's collected all this information, and he's come to the conclusion, this is the girl for me, right? So it's not like he's just going with his chemistry, or he's, just possessively wanting her. He has gone all around the world and come to this logical conclusion. There's more detail in the Hendrick and Hendrick measure of this. Things like if you pick your partner in part because you think they'd be a good parent, or if you pick your partner in part because you think that they would help facilitate your career, things like that. That's also pragmatic love. So making your romantic choice on the basis of logic rather than passion or something like that. Now, Storge love is the kind of love that you would probably call best friend love. So you have this song, I Fell in Love with My Best Friend. I thought that was coincidentally very illustrative, right? Do you remember when I said I'd always be there ever since we were 10, baby? When we were out on the playground playing pretend. Now, this could very much be just describing like really good long-term friends, or it could be talking about people who went from friendship. I didn't know it back then. Now I realize you were the only one. It's never too late to show it. Grow old together. Have feelings we had before, right? So we started off as friends. We built that relationship. We have this long track record together. I have this great trust for you back when we were so innocent. I pray for all your love. Girl, our love is so unreal. I just want to reach and touch you, squeeze you. Somebody pinch me. I must be dreaming. This is something like a movie and I don't know how it ends, girl. Right? So he's definitely saying this is a person I've known my whole life. We've been friends, and all of a sudden I realized, oh my gosh, it's more. Storgic lovers oftentimes will describe growing from a friendship into love is like the best kind of love, because then you have, your best friend always and your love partner, and it's all wrapped up together. Now, ludus is game playing, and I actually don't even have to play the video because you see the critical words here. This is Mambo number 5, and he's like, he needs a little bit of Monica in his life, a little bit of Erica by my side, a little bit of Rita, a little bit of Tina, right? Like he goes through all these girls because he's like, that's the fun. Love is all about playing the game. And, we have a short term for that, right? We call it being a playa, right? Because that's a person who has a lot of different romantic partners. And in the Hendrick and Hendrick scale, it asks about things like, have you ever had to lie to one partner about what you were doing with another partner, right? Like it's a game. And I'm just kind of trying to never really get hurt myself in the process of the game. And I'm not really too concerned about whether any of these individuals get hurt because of my approach. Now, this is a good example of the type of love that a person who has an avoidant attachment, right? The other kind of insecure attachment might manifest itself as ludus, where they're afraid to actually be authentic with a romantic partner. And so they just make sure that they just are always just playing the game, never really getting close. So ludus is that kind of love play. All right. So I think that's a good place to stop. Hopefully you can see the overlap of these different songs as illustrations for the Hendrick and Hendrick model. Let's come back in the next video and we'll talk about different types of relationships that you have.